Alright, looks like I'm finally live. It took a little longer than expected. Oh, where's the video? There it goes. Okay, so the video is there. You guys can hear me okay, I'm guessing. At least I hope so. The mic on the camera is working, it should be working fine, and I'm closest to it. So we're going to go ahead and do a Mori here. Ooh, I think this might be... So I've already got some paint on my palette. I've already had this Mori base painted as well, so I'm going to highlight in flat blue by Vallejo Model Colors. This is just kind of batch painting for armies too, so I'm not going to care that much about how careful I am with all these lines. I'm also going to hit this with a pretty aggressive wash, so it'll muddy this all up because I want them to be kind of undead looking. So I like to get these little folds, get all the edges, little folds, and the flaps kind of at the ends, and then again just kind of get this back fold here, kind of an edge highlight, get some little highlights of blue in there. I know the chain is there and I'm painting it part of the robe. Just a choice I made early on. Especially at the Mori. The curves I might go a little different because they already have, like, they have more of those like incense burner kind of things going on. I think that's actually what they throw, because they have the barrage special ability. Let's look at this edge here. It really kind of helps how you angle everything. Whoa. After I do this blue, I'm going to move where my laptop is. So I missed some of this over here. Cool, that's good enough. Again, this is batch painting for armies. So that's my highlight for my blue. Okay, give me just a second while I'm cleaning off my brush real quick. There we go. Me out a little bit better. There we go. Alright, so next, actually I need some red. We're going to do AK Shadow Flesh. I'm pretty sure this red on here is AK's Burnt Red. And so I'm using the Shadow Flesh as a highlight for the red. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This looks a little bright, but I think it'll calm down a little bit once it dries. They usually do. I did not check my iPad before I started doing this, because if I would have, I would have known exactly what color I was supposed to use. This looks right. Yeah, see, now that it's dried, it looks really bright when it's wet, but it dries much different. So, again, I don't care that too much. Just want to get some color on here. Oops. Sometimes I don't rotate my brush enough and it gets a little flat edge. There we go. Okay, so that's the red. Now I gotta do the skin real quick. And this is gonna be Reaper moldy skin. Oh, you can't read it because it's upside down, and oh, it's backwards, yeah. Sorry. That's why the angle's a little different. I'll figure something out for that. But I just wanted to do some painting, and I wanted to do some streaming. So we're gonna do moldy skin here. I like to kind of start with some hard spots here. Ribs. I like that there's a lot of raised spots on this, or raised textures, I guess, on these moris, so it's easy kind of just to do edge highlighting, almost like edge highlighting dry brushing. Don't forget the fingers. Love getting all these at once. Oh, I'm way out of focusing. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work good for this purpose. I'm using a webcam and it doesn't self-adjust or auto focus. I'll probably have to use my camera again. My Canon, but we'll see. Man, this paint we're having a heat wave here, and the AC is on and the fan's on, so the stuff dries out really quickly right now. So we're gonna get some of this here. Oh, that's his mask. I don't know why I'm using this brush, but I'm trying to get some use out of it before I retire it. Just I don't really care for it all that much. Fingers. Whoops. It's really hard to see, huh? All right, let's see. The last thing we're going to do here is AK French Blue on the smoky part. This gray here is salt gray, kind of my go-to gray, dark gray. And then I just kind of do this French blue. See? Make some of these upper parts kind of pop. And then when I mute everything down with Agrak Earthshade, I might add a little something to it to make it a little more dirty. We'll see. But I already have a test model with Agrax, and it worked pretty well, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do, which is kind of make them look like they had just come out of the ground. I wanted the whole army to kind of look like that, like they just came out of the ground. I really like the faction rules for the Old Dominion, and that they don't take resolve checks. I know it sucks that I can't inspire, but it is kind of worth it to never have to take resolve. It's kind of nice. I'm going to paint the swords or daggers later after the agrax. I'm going to do their own painting on them. I kind of already know what I'm going to do with them. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do my go-to decayed metal. But I might do some kind of highlighting and that sort of some maybe effects or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Cool, that's where I want it. Okay, so that's it. Let me get another one that's been dried. Let's see if I have another one, and we'll kind of do the agrax part on it. Let's see if it comes out okay. So here's another one. I just want to give this one time to dry before I douse it in agrax, because you can smear some of it if you do it too soon. So let's go ahead and use. Ooh, there's still paint left in my brush. No, that's stuff left in my cup. Okay, so I'm going to use a pretty fat 8 AK. And get some agrax here. I have one open. There's my open one. So I'm near the bottom of this. So maybe it'll be a little dark. Let's see. Start down low. Little sashes. Soak up some of this here. It's a little extra. And I probably should have done these wraps too, but I can go over it all again with agrax. Or just go over the little sections that I paint over, or want to paint over, because there's already stuff I can see I wanted to paint. That wrap, the wrap on his hand over here. Finally turning it around. As long as you're quick, if you put a little too much, you can absorb it. That's why I like to do a few, like a broad stroke or two, just to kind of get rid of a whole bunch of the excess, and then kind of go to town, and then or do something like that where I make a big pool and then have to sop it up as I go along. Spread it around. Spread it around. There you go. Agraxed. Oh, missed a spot. Oh no, I see I missed a couple little spots. Actually down here. Very bottom, but you gotta make sure you get them all. Cool. This is the bottle I spilt teaching a class. I said the reason I don't like these pots is because I have a tendency to spill them, though I've been lucky to never spill one until then. I know it doesn't make sense because most people do it. I just don't like them because I can spill them. I knock over stuff all the time. See, I just knocked over my paint. Alright, let's do another one. I'm gonna do the red first this time. Let's use a different paintbrush. I'm gonna try to stay cheap and use a brush that does not. Oop! I ended up going with blue. Okay, get the sash. So you like to get these little folds and little divots. I know it's funny because I'm doing all this work and then I just kind of cover it all up with the Agrax, but if I don't do this, it doesn't come out the same way and it doesn't look as good. Hold on a second. Sorry about this. My paints are drying so fast. It's because I don't have enough water in my palette. That's part of my problem. There we go. What is it absorbing enough? Paints are all dry. That's one bad thing about the summer. It dries out all my paints. This tip is going, so it's hard to keep this tip at a point. Well, I like these Gadzooks. The one kind of negative thing, even though I like it, is their handles got these little, they're triangle holds. You see the little grip has a triangle hold. I really like it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to rotate my brush in order to keep the tip rounded. Alright, so now let's go to the red. Again, this is Shadow Flesh. Too much water. Okay, let's do this bottom part where I can see it better for now. Come back in frame. See, sometimes you don't need to repaint to fix some mistakes. You can just highlight over it. right here like this too. Okay, let's get some red. Shadow flash. Sounds exotic. Shadow flash. Oh crap, did I hit the camera? Sometimes these angles are hard to deal with. Get a good angle so you can see what's going on, but then like I have to be able to paint it too. It's a weird compromise. Lucky for me, I'm used to working at weird angles. See, I'll fix that later. The next step. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. Oh, I still gotta do the moldy skin. Moldy skin is next. I'm getting transfixed with this music. It's pretty good. Just some free, royalty-free music. I think it's called LA Sunset or something like that. I will say it in just a moment here. Let me finish some of this. Paintbrush load. I need some more moldy skin. It kind of dried up on me and it wasn't very much. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it is LA Sunset. White Bit Audio. Thank you, White Bit Audio. Keep up the good work. It is pretty decent. I like it. I mean, I don't feel as confident in my brush strokes I normally am because of the angles. Let's do these ribs. They're protruding. See, again, I can fix those mistakes. Kind of a weird ridge. Forehead, his head. It's like Cleon or something. Whoa. Okay. Ooh, I forgot the back of the arm here. And these ribs down here. And I screwed up twice. Let's fix it with the red. This is one. And the other one's up here at the neck. I guess I had another one here too. And you guessed it, the last thing I need to do is a French blue. A France bleu. I guess I'm feeling tired. I did have a 20-mile bike ride today. In 2 segments is going to and from work. So that made me a little tired. Turd and feathered. the angles you have to get at this stuff at, because of floating ribbons and because of this and that. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. So you gotta come close. I think I got it. Nope. A few things I can see I missed. Now I got it? Nope. Okay, now I'm good. I'm gonna do one other thing because it's sitting right in front of me. Got this zombie guy kind of painting. I did leather on him, and I have a very specific way of doing leather, which I'll have to just make a video for doing. Studded leather. You can see I got this guy here. So, the way I like to do it is do this Vallejo leather brown, and I do a sepia wash, and then I go over and highlight it again with the leather brown to kind of make it the tops pop again and kind of give them more of a shadow. So let's just go ahead and do it. Let's get it on the tops of the upper halves of all of these padded sections. Wherever that light is going to hit it the darkest, or hit the most, I mean, sorry, brightest. And sometimes if you need to, you can go over it 2 or 3 times just to get it to stand out more if you want it to. Or you could even do a lighter color. Oops, put way too much on that one. So as you can see now, I've done these ones over here, but not these ones over here. You can kind of see the difference. I think it makes a lot of difference. I don't know if you can see it quite as well. Oops. Quite as well. So if you want to do different angles, or like if you see like something like almost like right here where this bottom part is, you want to get this one because the way it's formed, and then the top part's kind of tucked in a little bit more. So you want to get the bottom part of that little kind of segment. You can just use your best judgment. You'll kind of know and see. Okay. Oh, there's a couple more here on the outside of the arm. And I think that's it. Oh, my battery is dying, so I have to go. Perfect timing. That was fun to get back to streaming painting again, and I will be back for more soon. And I'll make sure to have this laptop plugged in. Alright, thanks for joining me. Oh, maybe I can't stop it. Well, maybe I can't stop it. Well, yeah, I can stop it on this end.